Hello and welcome to this Golden Gloves press conference here at the beautiful studios, Studio Iris at Empress Palace. And of course, we're talking from the Empress Palace studio. Palace Bet is going to be our sponsors. Generation Next is what we're talking about, the 19th of June. And it's brought to you by RDG and Palace Bet. And of course, Golden Gloves shown live on your World of Champions Super Sport. So let's talk about Generation Next. We've got fantastic news. What we're doing is we're doing a two-part series fights. We're starting on the Saturday afternoon at 2:30. We're doing a huge development show. 30 rounds of boxing. Golden Gloves has decided that it is their responsibility as well to help out the young fighters that have been out of action because of COVID, financially battling. We want to give them fights, and that's why we're doing this great development show of 30 rounds at 2:30 on the Saturday afternoon. That's the first part of the show. Then the show goes on at 7:30 in the evening, and that's the main part where we start the main fights of the evening. Well, then, of course, as I said, 7:30 in the evening is the second part of the tournament. That's when the big fights start happening. Our first bout of the evening will be a guy from Ghana, and that's Wasiru Muhammad. It's going to be his debut in South Africa. The Ghanaians are very happy about it. We're excited about it, putting a Ghanaian on, and he'll be our first fight of the evening over 6 rounds. And I must tell you that because of SuperSport's viewership in Africa, we're going to be using a lot more of the leading African fighters on the Golden Glove shows and in South Africa. So that'll be our opening bout as Wasiru Muhammad. Then the big rematch, of course, Akani Puzi versus Johnny Miller. And we all love that fight. Puzi went down in the first round, got up, and gave Johnny Miller a great fight. Johnny Miller will be defending that WBA Pan-African Cruiserweight belt. That's over 10 rounds. That's a great fight. Then our next fight, an 8-rounder in the junior middleweight division. Benoit Vela from the DRC faces the very exciting Rourke Knapp over 8 rounds in the junior middleweight division. Then a 10-round junior middleweight division, staying with the junior middleweights. Tommy Silvernoen from Finland fights against Brandon Tayser. Brandon Tayser, as we know, won that Forward War, and this will be his first international fight as he goes on to big things. He obviously had that great win against Boyd Allen as well. Then the big one, the main bout, 12 rounds. Jose Martin Estrada Garcia from Mexico, great record, 12-2, has beaten some top fighters out there. Fights South Africa's Laduma Lamati. Now I must tell you, Laduma Lamati has had 18 fights, only a draw, one single draw, 17 wins, no losses. He is definitely South Africa's best kept secret. Laduma Lamati will be challenging for the IBO Junior Featherweight Championship of the world against Jose Martin Garcia. So we look forward to a great tournament right here at Empress Palace on the 19th of June. And it will be Generation Next, as I said, brought to you by Palace Bet, RDG, Golden Gloves, and SuperSport, your World of Champions. Well, with me in the studio is the guy that's fighting for the IBO Junior Featherweight Championship of the world, Laduma Lamati. Laduma, welcome to the studio.
Thank you so much.
Bumzili, your trainer, welcome.
Thanks,
guys.
Thanks, Brian.
Okay, so we've got the big one now. Rodney Berman from Golden Gloves has given me great words to use for you. He says that you are the best kept secret in South Africa, which is nice news because we haven't seen you fight for a world title yet. You've had 18 fights. You've had basically 18 wins because call it your draw was a draw. So you've never lost. You're undefeated as a professional. It's your first chance ever at a world title. And this is your shot now. You're fighting Jose Martin Estrada Garcia from Mexico. He's a good fighter. He's beaten guys that are 11-1, 17-1, 12-1. He beat Jonathan Javier Rodriguez, who's 22-2. So he's a good fighter. So you're not fighting an average guy. Laduma Lamati, what do you think of your big shot now on the 19th of June at Empress Palace?
Honestly, thanks for the opportunity and the platform here. Always I'm grateful to be under Golden Glove. Grateful to my new management. This is excitement. These news are very exciting me. And I just can't wait. As I said last time when I was given an opportunity, I just can't wait to be in the ring and show people what I have. You know, I'm excited, and at the same time, I'm not going to put myself under pressure. I'll just do what I know, because I do this every day.
Are you going to be South Africa's next IBO world champion?
Yeah, more than that. More than that. I will be, I think, like Rodney said, I'm a kept secret in South Africa. I think I've been underrated
Best
for
kept
long.
secret.
Yeah, I've been underrated for so long.
Absolutely.
You know, and also I don't talk too much. But now I think, as I said, it's my time. as I look at the things, the timing and everything, how it goes on, it's my time. There's nothing's gonna change the timing. The timing it says it's my time now. It's the moment for me to shine. So I'm gonna use this time. I'm gonna use this time, and I'm not gonna make mistake. Like I said before, I'm not ready to do mistakes now. I'm there. I'm in the peak. It's my peak. It's my time. So there's nothing will change. So I just can't wait for the opportunities. Opportunities must keep coming. I'll keep sorting them out.
Fantastic. I'll talk a bit more to you now, champ. Let's talk to your trainer, Phumzile Machila, former South African bantamweight champion and a great trainer, Olympian as well. He loves you as a trainer, I must tell you, and it's nice to work with you guys with Golden Gloves and in the management team. How's the training going? Tell us the preparations, because have we got a future superstar in our hands here?
For sure, Brian. Thanks for having me here. Brian, so far we're not preparing for the fight, but we're busy at the gym, busy training. I can't wait anyway for the 19th June. Believe me, this is the future world champion. I'm telling you. If ever things that happen according to myself, supposed to be a WBC world champion. It's just that things are not happening according to myself.
You're happy you got a world champion on the way for the 19th of June at Empress Palace?
I'm more than happy. Brian. I'm more than happy. Believe me. But come 19th June, we'll see.
Fantastic. Well, we know you're a good trainer, and I've seen how you work in the gym with Laduma Lamati. 9mm Lamati, let's talk it a bit further now. There's guys like Zolani Teti, who's a South African legend. He's moved up to junior featherweight. There's guys like JJ Sonjika that have the words out there that they'd like to fight you. What do you think of those guys? Should you win the world title?
Zolani is just new on my division, so like I got nothing to say much about Zolani. I think Zolani he had his opportunities, a lot of opportunities. He had them, and he's coming to my weight. Like I don't see myself, having a lot of trouble, like or seeing myself fighting Zolani. If he wants the fight, I don't care. Me, I'm just here. This is my weight. I've been in this weight for long. I've been in this weight. I don't know for how many years I've been this weight, and I like the respect. As long as people are gonna respect me as number one in South Africa, then I don't have a problem with anyone. But people have to respect me. With that, I'm happy.
Well, the fantastic thing is that it's becoming an exciting division now. Like worldwide, you got the lightweight division is great, the welterweight division is great, and your division now is great as well. Even specifically now in South Africa, Teti is a good fighter, JJ Sonjika is a good fighter. Does JJ Sonjika stand a chance against you one day?
JJ Sonjika, he's gonna attending his first new fight internationally. How can I don't see my name, and you put JJ's name in same sentence. He's just, as he says also, he's starting to build his record. I'm on top in this division. I'm number one. I must be respected like that. And me and him, we're coming from far. See, we were brothers, we grew up together. Any respect that we have mutual respect on each other. I think we met at the age of 8 years, and then we grew up together. Since then, we were same house, same school. I mean, we have respect on each other.
You are the best junior featherweight in this country, believe me.
I am the junior.
Yes,
I am.
You're the best.
Yes, that have to be respected. As long as people have no disrespect on that, people have to respect. We have to respect each other's places.
And of course, on the 19th of June, right here at Empress Palace, brought to you by Palace Bet, brought to you by RDG, Golden Gloves, Supersport, your World of Champions, all backing you. There's a major television network worldwide that wants to show your fight. I must tell you, when they heard that you're on the bill, they wanted to show it. So fantastic stuff. Tell us in ending, Laduma Lamati, what are you going to do to Jose Martin Estrada Garcia on the 19th of June at Empress?
Jose Martin, as I listen to my trainer every time, because you see, in this you must have a good team. You must have a trust in the team. And as we talk, Garcia is a kind of fighter that makes you dangerous because he challenges you. So this guy, he's just gonna make me look good. I'm gonna work very hard because he's just gonna make me look good. How? Because he's gonna give me a challenge. And the more he's gonna put me in the corner, the more I'm gonna be dangerous. He's a coming straight fighter. He's there to fight. He's a fighter. I'm a boxer. It's good. But you're gonna see, like I said the last time, you're gonna see in a class. You're gonna see a class in this fight. I can't wait for June 19. You're gonna see a class. You're gonna see a class. You're gonna see a school, a boxing school.
Awesome. Well spoken, and thank you, champ. Future champ.
Thanks, man.
We hope you will be South Africa's next world champion on the 19th of June at Empress Palace. Thank you for watching. Laduma Lamati and Phumzile Machila, thank you for being my guests. Yeah, Palace Bet in this beautiful Studio Iris. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.
Okay, well, we got the big rematch on the cards Akani Puzi against Johnny Miller. Welcome, guys. Akani, Johnny. It was a really good fight last time, I must tell you guys. A lot of people obviously got it wrong, John, because Puzi is a very talented fighter, as I'm sure you'll agree. And he was undefeated going into the fight. A lot of people thought that he was going to get the decision. Obviously, you proved them wrong. You were brilliant. You knocked down Akani in the first round, and then he made a good comeback. And it was a good fight, and that's why we're having a rematch. So let me talk to you first, Johnny. You're defending that WBA Pan-African Cruiserweight title against Akani Puzi. How do you see the second fight going? Do you think it's going to go the same way? Are you going to knock him out this time? How's it going to go according to you?
It's definitely going to go better in my way. I haven't stopped training. I was planning, fights came up from overseas and all that. We pushed it away because, we want to fight here at Empress Palace at our home at Golden Glove. So we didn't take those fights, but we were training the whole time.
Yes.
I definitely also know Akani wants it as well. He's training better, and he's a talented boxer. So we're gonna have just that first fight 10 times better.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely, and I see it an exciting fight as well. Johnny, you've got the experience going into the fight, 32 fights now. When I met you, you were a young man having one fight, and now you've already had 32 fights. You've had a great career. You started as a heavyweight, then you went cruiserweight, light heavy.
Yeah.
What division do you feel you're most comfortable at?
No, definitely Uncle
Cruiserweight.
Brian. Cruiserweight's my weight. I walk around there. Heavyweight, I must. Since I was a young boy watching all those boxing movies and Tyson and Muhammad Ali as heavyweight, they were the golden boys of that era. And, as I grew up, I always wanted to be a heavyweight.
Yes.
But I must face it that, I don't have that length, I don't have that size.
The best conditions, cruiserweight.
Yeah, I'm based in cruiserweight. The biggest mistake I made was to go to light heavy. I punished myself to drain all that weight.
That's the opposite again. That's too light for you.
Yeah, it was too light for me.
So heavyweight, you'd be a fat cruiserweight. You don't want to be that.
Yeah, no.
No, fantastic. I agree with you. Cruiserweight division, you're doing well at. You must stay in that division. Connie Puzi, let's talk to you. You've got lots of talent. Going into that fight with Johnny Miller, did you think you'd win that fight, obviously?
Yes, of course. I was very confident. As I said before, I set a goal for myself, and I wanted to achieve that goal. I failed, but doesn't mean it's the end of the world. You see.
Well, you've had 12 fights now, so Johnny's got the experience, but it's not always about experience. It's about the guy who wants it the most on the night. Yeah. So in this rematch now, obviously you're disappointed in losing your unblemished record. The rematch now, you've got an opportunity. Alan Telwer wanted the fight desperately, and I'm sure so did you. 19th of June, you've got the opportunity to turn the cards again and to beat Johnny Miller. How do you see the fight going?
To be honest, I wasn't really disappointed. I didn't just fight anyone. I fought Johnny Muller, I fought Usyk, I fought Tyson Mkunu, I fought all the experience in the world. Yes, I was very confident, and then I learned a lot in that fight. We went back to the books, and we're coming back. We're coming back hard for him.
Yeah, well, that's a nice compliment to Johnny. Yeah, Johnny's done it all in boxing. He's been around, he's done it all, but obviously you want to beat him on the 19th of June. Let's put it this way, it's a must-win fight for you.
Yeah, it is.
Johnny's beaten you once, so he doesn't want to lose either, but you do need to win that fight.
Yeah, I do. He's more confident now, I'm sure, but then I'm still confident as well. I'm still confident, and I'm quite sure I'm going to bring my A-plus game this time around.
Absolutely great. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, Connie Puzi. And we look forward to seeing you guys in action in that rematch on the 19th of June at Empress Palace. Thank you guys for being our guests.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys. Well, with me now in the studio is two of South Africa's top junior middleweights. Brandon Taser won that Ford War. And, of course, Rourke Knapp, I would say, is one of the most exciting fighters in the country. Rourke, hello. Welcome to the studio Iris here at Empress Palace. Fantastic tournament now on the 19th of June. You guys must be looking forward to it again. You guys, I know, love the sport of boxing, and you guys are an ambassador for the sport, so that's great. So, Rourke, you're fighting a guy called Benoit Velo from the DRC, who's 12-2, in fact, and a good fighter. Are you looking forward to the fight?
Yeah, definitely. I'm just excited to be out there and get to perform again in front of people and stuff like that. I'm just excited to get back into the gym. Obviously, coming off a knockout in December, I've still got the confidence. I'm still revved up and ready to go. So, yeah, June couldn't come quick enough.
Well, you've come off two brilliant knockouts, Tristan Truter and Simon Dlodlam. Absolutely amazing. Most people that don't know boxing, I thought you'd win personally. But most people thought that it would be closer than what it was.
Yeah.
And you destroyed them. You were absolutely magnificent. Tell us quickly about those two fights.
I think a lot of people, after losing to Brandon, wrote me off. You know, they were very quick to write me off, and they didn't realize, you know, that fire had been lit up again.
Yeah.
And I proved it with Tristan and with Simon. Simon also running his mouth before the fight. But all that matters is how you fight and what goes on in that ring. I knew going into that ring that all my preparation was spot on. I left no stone unturned, and the job was handled.
Fantastic. And I'll get back to you now. And sitting next to you is the other top junior middleweight in this country, Brandon Taser. Brandon, you must be excited to be fighting again on the 19th of June at Empress Palace.
Yeah, I'm very excited. You know, it's been a while now since I have my last fight. I'm just ready to get back into it. You know, I need to keep on growing, keep on going. I need to go higher places, and this is the way. My first international opponents, I can't wait.
Yeah, I was going to say your first international fight, Tommy Silvernoen from Finland. So it should be interesting going up against your first international fight. Where do you see yourself from here? I mean, you've almost achieved everything in South Africa, and that's why you deserve an international fight now. You won that Fort War, and you were absolutely brilliant in your knockout victory over Boyd Allen. Where do you see yourself going in the future?
Well, I want to get this first international fight going and get it behind me. You know, I'd like to see what is out there in international scenes and get a feel for the international scene. And hopefully, after this fight, just keep on growing. You know, keep on going up and up with the international guys, going from strength to strength.
And obviously, guys like yourself and Rock deserve international guys because you've taken care of all the best fighters in the country. The same question for you, Rock. Where do you see yourself going in the next? You're 22 years old, right? Where do you see yourself being, let's say, at the age of about 25?
Hopefully 25 I'll be a world champion. I remember when I first turned over into the professionals, I wrote down a whole list of my goals and what I wanted to achieve, and on that list was being a world champion by 25. So obviously that's still very much in my sights. Definitely world champion by 25, and then obviously from there the sky's the limit.
Well, let's not forget you're already the IBO Youth World Champion at 22 years old, so well done to that. Well done to both you guys on all your great victories building up to this. We look forward to seeing both of you on the 19th of June here at Empress Palace on the Palace Bet Show, brought to you by RDG, and of course Golden Gloves, and shown on SuperSport, your World of Champions. So thank you, Rock Knapp. Thank you, Brandon Taser, for being my guest, and good luck on the 19th of June, guys. Well, thank you for joining us. We look forward to our next big show, Generation Next, on the 19th of June here at Empress Palace, brought to you by Palace Bet, RDG, and of course Golden Gloves, and shown live on your World of Champions SuperSport. Look out for that big show. We look forward to seeing you guys. 19th of June, Empress Palace is the place to be. From me, Brian Mitchell, thank you for watching.